I've been looking forward to this movie all day. The Electric State on Netflix. Oh, I hope it's really good. Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, and some peanut with a monocle. Oh, I can't wait.
Wow. Okay. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be my first rant of 2025, and it almost has nothing to do with the movie itself. So the Electric State follows Millie Bobby Brown's character and Chris Pratt as they transverse across the world in search of Millie's younger brother. And not really across the world, more like a long car ride through the sand dunes of Mad Max, but still a long drive. And the reason they're doing this is because Millie's brother, he is very smart, he's very important to this world, and more so he's more important to the government of this film, who's very corrupt, believe it or not, and they are using him to overtake the robots of this universe in the easiest way possible I can explain it. And that's essentially a summarized plot of this film. You have the robots going against the government, who's corrupt, by the way, and you have Millie and Chris on the side of the robots, and there's a lot of fighting and tomfoolery, and they don't really like each other, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of other things that happen as well, but let me get into exactly what is pissing me off revolving this film. So in my opinion, one of the reasons why I feel as though this movie is getting so much hate is because of one very obvious thing. Mob mentality. Huh, $300 million and you get a plot like this? Oh, $300 million. I could have made a better movie in CapCut. Oh, the Russo brothers stink. 1 star on Letterboxd. I don't think a straight-to-streaming movie deserves a $300 billion hair budget. Count me out. Shut the fuck up. One of the biggest things that absolutely worked for me with this film from start to finish was the special and practical effects, because my god, were they flawless. Also, the landscapes and the cinematography, holy shit. But the biggest thing that absolutely just worked for me in this film is the characters of the robots themselves. What you see in a lot of big budget films, especially when it comes to animation, is the characters and the side characters as well as the background characters, they don't really have different personalities. Everyone's usually the same, it's very bland, it's very lazy. Not in this film. And because you get so formulated with all these different characters in the battle sequences, the action and everything like that, it was justified with a 2-hour runtime. It did not feel lazy or boring in the slightest. And last, I think Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown did a pretty good job, as well as all the voice actors. Now let's call a spade, ladies and gentlemen. One of the weaker sides to this film, in my opinion, is going to be the plot itself, as well as the reasoning behind why they're going to try to get Millie Bobby Brown's brother. It was kind of just like, reasoning behind why things are happening in this film is probably its weakest point, but it's like literally not that bad. Is it the best film I've seen of 2025? No, but it's certainly not the worst. And I think one of the reasons why this movie is getting so much hate and lampooned by everyone is because it's the most popular thing to do at the moment. But what the fuck do I know?